반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
Guhana finally entered Shin Yeojin's house. Her younger sister Ji-eun had advised her to leave behind old things and worn out things, but Guhana carefully packed them in a box and brought them anyway. While looking around Guhana's neat room, Shin Yeojin spotted a box in the vanity drawer that seemed important. Inside, she found historical items related to Guhana and Eunchong. She was first drawn to photos of Eunchong, which made her cry as she saw images of their childhood and Eugene. There was also a maternal record book from where Eugene gave birth to Eunchong, and Shin Yeojin looked through it, absorbing Eugene's emotions. Among the items, there was a lucky bracelet given to Guhana by Hwang Jin Goo when she was little, and a 500 won coin that Eunchong had recently saved to give to Guhana. As Shin Yeojin went through the box, she found something familiar, a watch engraved with her name and the name of her first love. She was shocked to realize the watch hadn't been thrown away, and she was surprised to see it in Guhana's possession. She double-checked to be sure and then called Guhana at work to ask about it. Guhana, surrounded by people, promised to explain when she got home and hung up. The watch seemed important, so why was Shin Yeojin so surprised, and why did Guhana keep it? It turns out that Guhana was the child Shin Yeojin had before her marriage, a child that her parents had opposed. Despite their disapproval, Shin Yeojin decided to have the child, hoping her parents would eventually accept it. However, things didn't go as planned. After Shin Yeojin's call, Guhana was worried that her mother might feel bad about her keeping the watch. She remembered that the watch had been given to her by the man she thought was her biological father who raised her. But Shin Yeojin clarified that this man wasn't her biological father. She told Guhana that when she was young, she had been saved by a different man from a sea accident, a man who took care of her for a while. After confirming that Shin Yeojin was indeed her biological mother, Guhana believed that the man who raised her must have been the one who saved her from the sea. But she still remembered the fire that broke out when she was young. Her father, trapped by collapsed furniture, managed to get out of the window and gave her the watch as he sent her away. Afterward, the house was consumed by flames. Guhana had cherished that watch, holding onto it through the orphanage and her adoption, treating it as something precious. However, knowing that it came from her biological father and not Shin Yeojin's husband, she feared it might upset her mother. When Guhana returned home, Shin Yeojin greeted her with an unexpected expression. She told Guhana she wasn't Eugene, which left Guhana stunned. Shin Yeojin explained that Guhana was the child she had before Eugene, a child she had thought had died after birth. Shin Yeojin had been heartbroken after the loss, and her first love disappeared. She eventually married Yoon Sung-ho, and a year later, Eugene was born. This made Guhana about 2 years older than Eugene. Shin Yeojin then showed Guhana another watch, identical to the one in the box. It had been exchanged during Shin Yeojin's wedding. Both watches had engravings on the back, but the one in Guhana's box also had the words "Our Baby" engraved on it. Shin Yeojin suggested that the watch might have been passed to Guhana by the man who raised her, possibly to help her reconnect with her real mother later. This revelation confirmed that Guhana was not a fake daughter but her real daughter.
'Cause you are beautiful, a beautiful stranger.